Hey guys, Chris here, back with another Hot Toys unboxing, and today we're unboxing this Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. This is a great Hot Toys figure, and the light up feature in the dome is probably my favorite thing about this figure. I just love it, the look of it looks fantastic, but we're going to go over all of the accessories that come with this figure. Additionally, we're going to talk about that light up feature, and we're going to talk about that awesome cape as well, and he also comes with a really great head sculpt. Aside from the accessories like the hands, he also comes with some really cool effects pieces. There are some effects pieces that make it look like there's smoke billowing around him, and also those magic pieces that you can put on his hands. That allows you to put this figure in all sorts of awesome poses right out of the film. This figure comes with two smoke effects that you can put around the base of the figure, as well as the magic parts that go on his hands. Putting the parts on his hands are a little bit of a pain. One is built for the left hand and one is built for the right hand. If you mess around with it long enough, you will eventually get the hands in there, but it does take a little bit of time. You get various hands to go on the figure, you get the globe head sculpt, the light up piece, and the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt. And you also get this very intricate, awesome looking cape. Speaking of the cape, you get the cape, and then you also get two pieces that snap into the front of the figure without the cape attached to it, so it looks like his cape has disappeared. So this is the light up mechanism that comes with the figure. There's a screw hole there, and you put 3 batteries in it that come with the figure. There's an on and off toggle switch that turns on this light that has sort of a blue color to it, which is great because the dome itself has sort of a blue purple sort of color, so it makes it look really cool when you have it all lit up. It actually looks a lot better in person, in my opinion. The only downside to the dome sculpt is that it has a line in the center of the sculpt where they connected both sides of the dome together. Although it's frustrating and it looks a little ugly, you're mainly looking at this figure from the very front, especially when it's on display. Not often are you going to be looking at it from the side, so it doesn't really bother me so much. I know it bothers a lot of other people, but I think he looks great. This is a great looking figure, and they got literally everything right about this one. So like me, when you're buying a Hot Toys figure, you always wonder about posability. And the one thing I can say about this figure is that he poses very well. He can bend and maneuver all sorts of ways. He didn't seem to have too many limitations. I mean, unless you wanted his arms to raise straight up, which wouldn't make any sense because that doesn't happen even in the film. I spent a solid hour with this figure, posing him in every which way that I could think imaginable. I was even able to have this figure sit straight down. I was trying to do the scene from Far From Home where Mysterio and Spider-Man are sitting next to each other and having a discussion. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and Mysterio could do it, and so could Spider-Man. So if you have a Spider-Man, this guy has almost the same posability. So when I get my Hot Toys figures, I like to pose them in every which way. I like to rotate everything. I like to make sure that everything is working properly and make sure I can get all the poses that I want to get out of the figure that I picked up. I have a couple of figures that just do not pose well, they do not bend well, but this guy is definitely up there with the Spider-Man figures, and they're my favorite figures of all my Hot Toys because you can practically do anything with them and get any pose you want out of them. And this guy really is no different. He is amazing. I'm really happy for this particular Hot Toys. This is the first Spider-Man villain that we've gotten yet, and I'm just so happy that we got this guy, because that means we're going to get more Spider-Man villains in the future. And if you've seen No Way Home, you know there's now a bunch of villains that we could get, and I hope we get each and every one of them, to include Vulture from Homecoming. That would be amazing, and I know there had been some rumblings about that in the past. Hopefully they continue forward with that figure and we get him at some point. But right now on my roster is Green Goblin. I really want Green Goblin, and I really want Doc Ock from No Way Home. Hopefully we do get them and we get all of the other secret characters that I won't mention here, and I don't want to spoil anybody, that we see in that film. So my final thoughts on this figure: he's amazing. His posability is amazing. All the things that are packed in with him are amazing. I love those magic pieces. I love the dome. I like that the dome lights up. I also love the cape. The detail on the cape is incredible. It's just as good, if not better, than the Doctor Strange cape. The Doctor Strange cape I didn't think they would be able to surpass with anything, and they proved me wrong with this one. I would have to say that if you have this figure, or you're going to get this figure, I would highly recommend getting the Spider-Man advanced suit from Far From Home as well, because these characters go really well together. And also, Peter Parker comes with those cool glasses, the Edith glasses, and you can put them on Mysterio. And it would also be wise to maybe pick up some of those drones. You can buy them separately as well. In every video, we like to shout out to some of our patrons from Patreon. In this video, we'd like to shout out to Jimmy Tauber, Drizzy, Brian Dill, Dion, Marshall Owens, Run the Canoes, Garcia Fanbam, Thomas Rinkax, Chris Sazaski, and Russell Walker. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. We appreciate all of our patrons from Patreon. You guys rock. So, what are your thoughts about this figure? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you want one? Are you going to pick one up? Do you already have it? We'd love to know all of that and more in the comment section down below. And remember, as always, we hunt together. We'll catch you guys next time.